Yo, this not the time to break out the champagne bottles and the Hennessy. No, 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 no. But this is the time to look back and go over these two quarterbacks, Benjamin Anthony DiNucci, as well as we know who's eating Gilbert's grapes. Garrett, right? Garrett Gilbert over there. My thing is the Dallas Cowboys still got a lot of homework to do as it relates to the backup quarterback. But one thing that I can bring to you guys' attention, like I lamented just on the previous live stream, that Cooper Rush was too cool. He was too cool on his last press conference. He was saying that, hey, I feel comfortable with this offense. I'm confident that Kellen Moore, I'm paraphrasing by the way, that Kellen Moore trusts me because I can run the similar plays like a Dak Prescott. And there goes to show you that when you have the understanding of the offense and you have that relationship with the offensive coordinator, that goes a long way, not a short way. And I tell people all the time, even if you are working at a certain job, it's always good to leave on a good note. Instead of just hightailing out of town, that's that old folks saying hightailing. Instead of hightailing out of town or going to the next job, put in your proper 2-week notice. Don't burn down your bridge. You never know when you have to go back across, right? So I believe that Cooper Rush did those things. Now, pay attention. He couldn't cut it over there in Giants land. And if you guys seen their quarterbacks over there, you would sit back and say, man, oh man, he couldn't make that team. Now, different set of circumstances, right? The Giants team didn't have Kellen Moore. They didn't have the weapons that the Cowboys got over here. So it's a lot of variables mixed in with that. Now, one of these guys might get the phone call back. Historic data shows and support that. Even Cooper Rush got multiple phone calls back, right? At some point he was on the practice squad before for this team, and now he's the second quarterback. So if 4 goes down, let me knock on wood, we'll have Cooper Rush out there, which from the Cowboys standpoint, it won't be as bad or as worse as when you had Andy Dalton out there. Not like Andy Dalton set this team on fire, right? So we're looking at all of those things. All I can say is when Stephen Jones said player evaluation is 365, well, dog it, you need to be 365 in that quarterback. You need to start looking for someone that can be inserted on his team. Now, I do know that people will say, hey, well, what you saying? You don't trust Dak Prescott all the way if that's the case in the scenario? No. You're talking about player evaluation is 365, meaning that we will always have to start looking at quarterbacks or at different backup running backs. Excuse me, as much as we love our wide receivers, you can still be looking at wide receivers. It's 365. Right? You can still be looking at offensive linemen. Of course, we ain't really solid in that category. Before the season kickoff, I gave, I think a couple of weeks ago, position groups that I'm solid at. And I said one of the groups that I'm solid at on the offense would be the running back. Solid, right? I don't have to worry about running back. The other group, wide receiver, solid to me. Don't have to worry about it, right? So the groups that we have reservations on, offensive linemen, as relates to depth purposes, and quarterback on the offensive side, depth purposes, after Dak Prescott. I just can't go 2 to 3 games with Cooper Rush. Come on, man. Come on. You guys trust Cooper Rush like that? Let me know. Post that down in the comment box. Say, yeah, man, I trust Cooper Rush. Put 10 in the, well, no, what's his number? What Cooper Rush number? Is it 10? Put 10 in the comment box. Yeah, I think he's number 10. Neither here nor there. This Dallas Cowboys team have to figure this out as it relates to these cuts. And we're going to go over all of this, but I'm just dedicating this video, this episode, primarily to the quarterbacks. Who all in favor of Garrett Gilbert? GG. Or do you look at, like, let's say, for example, when Cooper Rush played in the dress rehearsal game, the quote-unquote game, against the Texans, he showed us a little spark here, right? But how do you evaluate his previous game, the consistency level? Because if you think about it, Cooper Rush and Garrett Gilbert, same person, all through camp, same person. You had your highs and you had your lows with those guys. But no, hey, oh, yeah, that guy right there, man, he can be on somebody's team as it relates to starting one day. You didn't get that type of vibe from them. And I'm not trying to sully or denigrate them, because even in the course of this preseason game, think about this, pay attention. Even Ben DiNucci outplayed both of them at some point during this preseason game. And that's the craziest thing of it all, right? Ben DiNucci. So if I'm a betting man, they might call back one of these guys on the practice squad. And there's nothing wrong with being on the practice squad. You just got to make it from there. The door is still cracked. But to me, I would slam it shut and I would start looking for new prospects. The 365 angle. John Stephen Jones, 365. We're going to keep it live. Looking to bring in somebody. Pure competition. Not letting nobody slide. That's what I would do. Yeah, what I would do, Cowboy Nation. And when we think about, okay, let me lay out the positive part of it for Cooper Rush, because I don't want to be this guy that only give you guys the low expectations of Cooper Rush. The positive part, he knows his offense. He been ingratiated with this team for a long period of time. He personally, and I mean that personally, knows Kellen Moore. Those three categories can excel in a situation, especially when you need familiarity. And I'm looking at the way that they are going to insert Cooper Rush as relates to drawing up analysis of, hey, this is what you need to see in the game. Believe it or not, your backup quarterback help out with that. This is what I'm seeing from the blitz category. Oh, Dak, did you remember when you had scored this touchdown last year, year before last, or what have you? This person was playing the deeper thirds. Well, I'm seeing the tendencies that this guy's doing such things, right? And either he can scout that out to Kellen Moore personally, and Kellen Moore can feed that in to Dak Prescott, or he can personally say it to Ben McAdoo. See how all of this thing can work its way out? Those are the positive aspects of it. And the Cowboys organization, they may look at it like, hey, we're not going to fiddle-faddle around with this. If our primary goes down and we insert Cooper Rush, then we can go through this tankathon situation. And we'll make it, present it, put the lipstick on the pig, and we'll present it in a way whereas everybody can still say, well, at least they're trying with Cooper Rush. That's just my observation or my thought track on that, Cowboy Nation. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, but this is not a who's right, who's wrong station, right? And if I am, we'll do another episode. We'll do another conversational piece. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts about Cooper Rush. Drops back. He scans the field. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, right? It can happen. Let me know how you guys feel about all of that. And if you were team Garrett Gilbert, put GGs in the comment box. And if you still have hope, faith, and confidence of Benjamin DiNucci, you can put his number or his name in the comment box as well. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go. Hold your drinks up, baby. Cooper Rush. Oh, it's the rush time for your mind now.